Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a bonus no communication love reading for Virgo, focused on a connection where communication may currently be limited, paused, or unclear. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Virgos, please. All right, your person's energy, the Three of Cups in reverse. All right, they're viewing you as the Two of Cups, okay? And their possible future action towards you is the Three of Wands, okay? And we have the Seven of Swords. All right, so Virgo, I do feel like your person is possibly dealing with a third party, and I do feel like that's something that they're keeping secret, or maybe they don't want you to know about, all right? Or you could know that they're dealing with a third party, but this person is secretly wishing to be with you. So I feel like they're viewing you as the Two of Cups. They're viewing you as their soulmate. But there is some sort of third party energy around them. It may be something that they're not particularly happy with. It could be, it could be gossip, it could be friends and family, but it really does feel like a romantic third party. One that I don't think they really want to be dealing with this person. I get that they're dealing with somebody else. They're either keeping it secret or they have really deep secret feelings and you're the one they want to be with here. Okay, so let's see. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Yeah, see, I think your person is secretly dealing with a karmic third party, or dealing with a karmic third party and it's out in the open and their real feelings are for you. You're the one they want to be with. And we see the Ace of Swords in reverse. Yeah, but it definitely feels like there's some dishonesty here. There's some secrecy here. Now, the Ace of Swords in reverse does indicate that you're not in communication, and that's just confirmation of the reading that we're in. But Virgo, this person is viewing you as their soulmate. They're viewing you as their person. You're the one that they actually want to be with. And we see the Knight of Pentacles. All right, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So they're seeing you as somebody who's steady, somebody who's solid, somebody who's hardworking, somebody who's giving, generous. But the Knight of Pentacles is like, there's also predictability about you, but not in a boring sense. Predictability in the sense that you're not going to fly off the handle, or they know how you're feeling. But I also think they realize that you're protecting your energy. And I'm really getting that this person on that buffalo or that bison, they're seeing you as somebody who's also very abundant. So you have a lot to offer. You're not codependent. And we see the Ten of Wands energy in reverse. Yeah, this person's passionate about you. But I also think this person feels like maybe you've released them and started something new elsewhere. You didn't chase this person, or you're not chasing this person. If there was always third party involvement, I think they feel like you just, you've let this go. You're not willing to put up with drama. You're not willing to be somebody else's option. But that's not the case for all of you. So you do know what's actually going on here. But for some of you, they are dealing with somebody and you're not aware of that, or this is confirmation of what you suspected. But this person wants a new beginning with you, and their future actions towards you are the Three of Wands. Now, the Three of Wands is an energy of longing. It's an energy of waiting, but it's also wanting growth and expansion. And we get Leo energy with the Sun card. Again, wanting growth and expansion. Moving forward with you would really make them happy. And we see the Six of Wands energy in reverse, but they're conflicted about how to do that. All right, and their energy is definitely scattered. Their focus is split. And my Virgos, you're showing up as the Two of Pentacles. So you're really kind of on the fence about this person, whether or not you would move forward with them, whether or not you would give them a second chance or not. All right, so let's see what else we need to know about this person. I just get really strongly, they're dealing with somebody else and you're the one that they want. And they're keeping that to themselves right now, but I feel like it's really draining for them. So we get this card of envy. I do feel, Virgo, that this person doesn't want anybody else to have you, is kind of what I'm getting. I also think that, they're wishing they're wishing and hoping that you were the person they were with. Okay, and we see man holding a heart. So I do think this person has a lot of strong feelings for you, but I don't think they're making themselves emotionally available. They're not quite investing yet. And we see the journey card. Okay, so this is a journey that this person needs to figure out on their own. And I do feel like they're seriously contemplating leaving whatever this situation is behind. Whether it's influence from friends and family or it's a third party, it's like this person kind of wants to say like F it and just come towards you, release baggage, pack their stuff up, pack lightly and show up at your door basically. All right. But wanting and actually taking action are two different things. Now, I do think with the Sun card and the Three of Wands, there's a real potential here that they will take action. But let's see. What is holding this person back? Or what do we need to know about them? Not being you. So you're trying to project a perfect image, but it's not really you. Be yourself. I do get that with the Seven of Swords. I think this person is keeping the truth about how they feel from you and most likely from other people. All right. And we see walking away. So you leave too quickly when things get challenging. Stay and try to work it out. So I do think sometimes your person might do a runner or they might dip. When things get hard, and I think they really do regret that if that's what happened between the two of you. But I also think this person needs to really step into their own power and resolve, because it's very clear that you're the one that they want. But they need to walk away from someone or something, or they need to fight for this and let you know how they're feeling. All right, so let's go ahead and see what they would like to say to you. What do they want to say to you? Okay, guilt. I'm coming to terms with the shame that has cast a shadow over me for so long. So this person definitely has guilt and remorse about what's happened here. They may feel guilty about being with somebody else, or they might feel guilty about being with somebody else and thinking about you, especially when they're intimate, is what I'm getting, or wishing that you were the one they were with. And we see solitude. Please understand I need space and time to work through my own issues. And I do get that with the journey card here. Like, this person realizes that it's up to them. They need to make this decision. They need to be the one that steps up. They need to make a hard decision and walk away from someone or something and come towards you, let you know how they're feeling. All right, so let's see what else we need to know here. Okay, so we have photographs. So looking at your photos, missing you. Again, coming through really strong throughout the whole reading. We see not enough. So they're frustrated. They may be really frustrated in another relationship or a karmic situation. Or, if they're just kind of casually dating and they don't think they have a chance with you, Virgo, they're frustrated. But they're also lacking confidence. But I do see that shifting here with the Sun card, because the Sun, that Leo energy, is somebody really stepping into their confidence. They may realize or come to terms here as well that they have a tendency to self-sabotage. And we get the Sword and the Rose. So clarity, truth, and revelation. I do think you're going to be getting communication from this person, Virgo. All right. I do think they're waiting for the right time to really let it out, to really put it all on the table. But their energy is split. Their focus is split. Their energy is scattered. And they've got a hard decision to make. And I think they have some tough conversations to have, not only with you, but I also feel strongly with somebody else here as well. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at what their very next actions are towards you. All right. What are their very next actions towards you? All right. We see the Knight of Wands. So you may get a passionate message. They may come towards you. They may show up. They may put themselves on your path. And we see the Justice card, trying to work things out with you. But you need to be really aware whether or not they're still dealing with somebody else, or if they're completely available. So let's see what advice and guidance we have for Virgos here. All right, so stay grounded is Spirit's advice. Bring your focus back to what's real and what's happening now. All right, and let the discomfort pass. So not everything requires action, but some truths do. Okay, so again, if there's a truth that needs to be spoken, because I do see this person coming towards you, don't hold back. All right, and I feel like this might be an uncomfortable moment. You might be feeling a bit confused. You don't need to take action. This person is the one that does look like they're going to take action towards you. Speak your truth. Tell them how you really feel. And Spirit's also saying, Virgo, that nothing needs to be decided today. You're allowed to let clarity settle without forcing a conclusion. All right. So there's, even if you might feel a sense of urgency within and you don't like ambiguity or you want to know what's going on here, just remember, you do not need to force a decision today. All right, my lovely Virgos, I'm going to leave it here, sending you love and light. Take care.